What's going on, crime fighters? It's time for a movie review. And tonight, I'm going to be reviewing Ant-Man. This has to be one of my top, top 3 of Marvel movies, of my favorite Marvel movies. I had such a blast watching this movie. It was so much fun, so entertaining. It was hilarious, and the action scenes were great, and I love the complete different direction that Marvel took with this film and decided to go. It completely works for them. I'm going to start with the obvious, the casting. The cast was a great ensemble. Paul Rudd, ever since the beginning and the announcement of him being Ant-Man, I was ecstatic. I was happy. I couldn't wait because I knew he'd pull it off. I'm a fan of Paul Rudd. He's hilarious. And I always said, you know what? If he got into a little more shape, he can rock out, man. Here we go. He completely carried and handled his own weight in this film. I'm glad that he did. Michael Douglas, the legendary actor himself, was great as Hank Pym. He completely just displayed what you could imagine Hank Pym to be. You see his dark past. You understand his concern for the particles, why he did what he did at the beginning of the film. And you can believe this man taking on a life of a superhero. Then now coming into his own, learning from his mistakes and protecting him from that and doing whatever it takes. He was amazing at that. Everybody wants to be in a Marvel film right now. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Michael Douglas was definitely one that worked. And I bought it and I loved it. Evangeline Lilly was awesome. She kicked ass. You know, as Hope. What's her name? I apologize. Hope. She was really good at that. Her backstory and the relationship with her and Hank Pym, I felt was handled very well. You completely understood the two sides of the coin. And the point that they come to by the end of the film, you believe it. It's not something that feels rushed. We just need an emotional arc. It's something that actually takes time, is developed, and you actually see the steps and the growth of that success towards the end of the story. But you completely feed into her character. Corey Stoll as Cross was really good. I liked him. I liked him on both sides. I know a lot of people felt like the Yellow Jacket was rushed, and in a sense, it kind of was, but they left little breadcrumbs enough for you to kind of see it going there versus, you know, I'm a successful businessman, I'm a predecessor to Hank Pym, he didn't go the way I wanted to, I'm mad, all of a sudden I'm a Yellow Jacket. No, they set up, like I said, it's because it was very small. They explained the reasons why he turned in the way he did, his motivation, and why it was kind of so sped up. It was a little bit and a tad bit rushed, but not in a bad sense. But like I said, if you pay attention, you see it, you catch the reason why. The action, oh no, hold on, before we get to that, Michael Pena, oh my god, this man is hilarious. And I would never used to pay attention to him like that. Now I do. I saw him in Fury. He's a very diverse actor for me. In this film, he was hilarious. He was the comic relief. Him, T.I., I don't know the Russian dude's name, but they definitely were the comic relief of the movie. And it wasn't too much to a point it was overbearing. It was just right. The writing and the direction, he was Peyton Reed, completely, his direction was amazing. Edgar Wright, of course it would have been different if Edgar would have done it, but you can feel, I like the direction that Peyton took it in, and I completely believed it. This is a heist film. I didn't know, everyone says it, and at the end of the day it is. It's a different direction from Marvel, and it works. I love it in the heist. It's a heist film. It's not a big blockbuster, oh my god, action explosions everywhere, even though it happens at the end. It's a heist film. It's smart. It's funny, and the pacing, I felt like it was well paced. It wasn't too short, it wasn't too long. It kept at a very even pace. He understands the characters, he understands the mythology, he understands the direction, and I hope when they make a second one that he comes back to do so, because he's a huge fan of Ant-Man. Like, one of his posters for, like, his band that he was Ant-Man. That was based off, you know, a Marvel comic book. So it's actually really hilarious to see him do that. And you see that through this finished product. The writing was good. Like, it wasn't floppy, like, oh my god, this is dreadful. But it wasn't Oscar-worthy either. But it was contemporary and good with the story. So this is something that Marvel, again, another success for them. Like I said, I put it high rank. It was awesome. Like I said, action, story, characters, development, everything was amazing. The after scenes, make sure to stay for both mid and end, are really good. The midway credit really sets up something really good for one of the main characters. The end credits has a really good setup for Civil War. Might leave you wondering and looking up what the fuck it meant, but it was really good. But it was really good, so make sure you stay to the very end. So guys, that's my review of Ant-Man. Go see it immediately. Run towards it and see it. See it in IMAX 3D. In fucking IMAX, it is beautiful. Every time he was small, I felt like I was small with him. Everything was so beautifully shot, enhanced. The graphics, the direction. I love the way that Peyton did that. And that even though it was Edgar's kind of concept, even in IMAX, it was so amazing and beautifully shot. Just to see it on that screen, like, I felt small. Go see it on IMAX if you can. Alright? This has been my review. Go check out Ant-Man, guys. And until the next movie review, I'll see y'all later. Go see Ant-Man.